Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on SoFi Technologies. Ticker used to be IPOE. I talked about this one, looks like back on the 21st of May. And this has been a pretty popular one. When I talked about it on the 21st of May, looks like the price was $18.43. And so it's gained some traction since then. Here's kind of what it's done over the last month. Looks like it ran up here on July 1st to 2160, dropped back and hit a high of 2445 first thing this morning, and then kind of came down a little bit. So but if you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments. I bought some more in a retirement. I only bought one here because I'm trying to get away from Robinhood, or kind of minimize my shares here in Robinhood. But if you don't know what this one is, I talked about it, like I said, back on the 21st. I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. But this is one of Chamath's IPOs, and I believe the ticker just changed yesterday, the acquisition. So this is SoFi Technologies. It offers home loans, personal loans, school loans, and a credit card. SoFi Technologies develops non-lending financial products such as money management and investment product offerings, and leverage financial services platform to empower other businesses. The company was founded in 2011, headquartered in Palo Alto, California, and founded in, like I said, 2011. And there's the CEO. 6 million average volume, $2 billion market cap. And here is some of the other ones. I haven't looked at any of these other ones, but there's a couple that start with IPO, which I found is kind of interesting. So it's all these social capital. IPOE used to be called Social Capital Hedos Sophia 5. But now you see it's just SoFi Technologies. So kind of nice that the name changed, the ticker changed, and we can move on with life and get past the acquisition and everything. So here's just another look at it on Bing. And as you can see, the CEO shows Chamath Palihapitiya, and the SPAC sponsor and founder of the CEO of Social Capital. And moving on, SoFi completed a SPAC merger. This is the beginning of a huge breakout in SoFi stock, so definitely one to watch. And here it's dated yesterday, so just about a day ago. Digital banking firm SoFi Technologies completed its SPAC merger with Social Capital Hedosophia, I think is how you say it, Corp, today, and it doesn't matter how I say it, so I'm just bringing you the info. Meaning that SoFi, which formerly traded under the ticker symbol IPOE, is now officially a public company trading on the NASDAQ under the symbol SOFI. Wall Street cheered the news and sent SoFi stock up more than 10% on the day. SoFi, a fintech company, this is building an all-in-one digital wallet which has the potential to turn into the Amazon of finance. As I said on my other video, I've had a SoFi account probably since last summer. I just haven't used it. When I first got it, all they had was market orders, and I don't really like market orders because you put in the order and it always seems like you pay more than you would on a limit order. It never goes lower for some reason. So but you heard it right. With the right execution, SoFi could turn into the Amazon of finance one day. Forget Wells Fargo, Bank of America, which I've talked about all these, and Citigroup. One day we could all be banking digitally with SoFi. Company and the stock has enormous potential. That's why I added SoFi stock as a new buy in exclusive venture capital style research. advisory service innovation investor, which aimed at investing in the world's most innovative companies at the epicenter of the world's most disruptive technology. Trends to unlock a 2x, 5x, even 10x gains in the stock market. So we'll definitely see what happens with this one, and I'm going to be watching it, and if it dips, I'm going to definitely buy some more. I should have bought more. Well, I did buy some in my retirement, but now I wish I would have bought some more, of course, but buy the dips and see how it does. So it could go up, and then it could do another dip, so we'll just have to wait and see. But back-to-back SoFi stock. Let's break down exactly why this next-gen tech disruptor is such a great long-term investment opportunity. Was founded in 2011 by Stanford Business School students who realized firsthand that the inefficiencies of the student loan financing industry were due to two things. One, banking was a physical first industry and therefore was weighed down by lots of property-related expenses that were inevitably passed on to the consumer. Two, students were typically structured as complex transactions with tons of middlemen, all whom had their own feel that the college student had to pay. SoFi was created on the idea that the platform could leverage automated technologies and a digitally native experience to create hyper-convenient access to cheap student loan refinancing. And it works, so I'll just keep scrolling through. If you'd like to pause and go over the rest of the information there for yourself, there's some more information here, and I got a couple more articles to go over. So they have SoFi Money, a cash management account that acts like a mobile checking or savings account with no account fees and a 0.25 APY and an attached debit card. I haven't done the savings. I pretty much keep all my in the retirement or the stock market here that I can trade, and an attached debit card. So it seems like they mailed me a debit card at one point in time, but SoFi Invest is an attached mobile investing account. The credit card, which we already kind of talked about, and earn 2% cash back on all purchases, which is kind of interesting. SoFi Relay is an attached budgeting software tool where you can track and monitor spending via SoFi accounts. SoFi Education, complimentary educational articles and videos that help consumers learn everything about finance. So very good platform, very knowledgeable, lots of different services that they offer. Already 1.8 million consumers across America use SoFi. That's up more than 160% from the beginning of 2019. But it still represents just 0.4% of the 500 million bank accounts in the United States. So if you consider it's up 160% from the beginning of 2019, so we'll just call that 2 years ago, but it still represents just a fraction of the 500 million. So just stop and think about the potential that this one has. So long term, I think deeply embedded consumer distaste for big banks plus SoFi's breakthrough technology platform, which makes banking cheaper, faster, and easier, will ultimately lead to the SoFi platform turning into America's digital bank one day. So very well could be a very interesting platform, and why not have it all there right on your phone? So it will replace Wells Fargo, it'll replace Bank of America, JP Morgan, just like Amazon replaced Walmart, Target, and Nordstrom. Because at the end of the day, the consumer likes cheap and fast, don't we all? And technology-first platforms are cheaper and faster than legacy platforms. Bottom line on SoFi stock represents one of those unique investment opportunities where you have a next-gen tech disruptor that has a very realistic chance of completely redefining a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And like I'm looking at this one, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, but definitely on the ground floor on this one. So definitely putting this one on to the front of my radar. I missed watching it yesterday, but definitely going to be watching this one going forward. So SoFi stock gains in first trading day after SPAC merger, and we kind of already went over the price, how it went up and everything. Shares of the technology are up about 7% in Tuesday's session, which marks the first day of the trading for the shares following the financial technology company's merger with Social Capital 5 Special Purpose Acquisition, or SPAC. The deal assigned a post-money equity value of $8.65 billion, which offers a variety of financial services products like home loans, small business financing, while relying on a digital model. Chief Executive Noto argues that the company's broad suite of products helps differentiate it, as SoFi can drive links between different offerings and better serve customers who have diverse financial needs. And I'm just going to lightly scroll through the rest, so feel free to pause and go over the rest of the information there. Again, you can find that on MarketWatch. Stock about to hit resistance, and this is just stated here this morning. Thousands of traders just like you are using Benzinga, and that's what I'm using this on. So now it's on the, now the ticker has changed to SOFI. Have been on fire, gaining about 50% in just weeks, but the rally may be about to end. Went public by merging with a Social Capital 5, a blank check run by Chamath, which we've already went over. Shares are close to the $23 level, and this level was support in February. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. So as a result, they place their sell orders at the buy price. If there are enough of these sell orders, it will create a resistance. This could happen with the $23 level for SoFi. So here you can see it was up above in February, and 23 was the support there, and so it's been kind of dancing around the 17 to $19, $20 range, and here's the $23 resistance. And here's a different look on bar chart. So currently at 23.21, previous close 22.65, 14 million in volume, average of 5 million, and all of this will probably be updated here eventually, possibly in the days to come, but since it's just changed, it's not been updated. And nothing there on Reddit. Let's see if there's any good details here on StockTwits. There are some good sized orders that didn't get filled today. End of the day likely to jump in after hours or pre-market. I have zero problem with today's action. I'm holding it in both my long-term portfolio and short-term, so kind of the same idea as what I'm doing with it. So you could put it in like a retirement, hold it long-term, buy the dips, and you could also trade it. So I'm sure there's going to be some volatility with this one. These two making me I don't know what this open is. So open door. Might have to look into that one at some point. Not a bad showing of yesterday's run, considering AMC is sucking the oxygen out of the room in a flat market. Oh, this is interesting. Plus, when you watch the Super Bowl next year, you can tell your friends I bought pre-IPO and are up 5 times. There you go. So we got Ford. What's that looking like? SoFi, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond. I gave up on all these. Wow, those are all up. That's amazing. And Palantir I've talked about recently on the channel as well here. So my play account is doing better than my serious one. Wow, up 300%. That's trading some risky ones, but I would definitely watch it. And nothing here on tip ranks. But if you have SoFi that used to be IPOE, go ahead and list that in the comments and how many shares you have and what your cost base is. That would be interesting to know as well. And any further information on this, or if you're long, short, or both. I'm long and short on this one, so I'm gonna I have shares in my retirement that I'm keeping for long term, and I also might play it here in the Robinhood account. They just haven't quite decided yet, so missed that dip, could have sold, and then you can kind of see it's coming down the rest of the day. So I'll watch this one the rest of the week before I pick up any more, see if we can get back to that 22 range and kind of go from there. So if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel as well, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.